Hello again everybody, my name is Hayden, back with another video for you guys. This one, Team Fortress 2 6v6 match that I played. Gonna be discussing and talking about a few things about 6v6 and competitive TF2 in this video. So let's kick it off, play the demo. This was an awesome round. I learnt so much this round that I'm not already starting off the commentary and already stuttering. So I'm not going to say that I'm amazing at competitive TF2. You can see in this video that I absolutely suck. But this wasn't your standard 6v6 game that you'd find on a TF2 lobby. I found a Steam group a couple of weeks ago called the Newbie mix, which is basically a European group where they set up a random mix. You comment what class you are, what class you want to play, and then you comment like your skill level. So I put Scout and then new, because I am new, as you can see, being stupidly aggressive and instantly dying. So I put Scout and new. Apparently all the Scout spots was taken, so I had to play Soldier, and I'm glad that I got to play Soldier. This game sort of revisited how I enjoy using the shotgun as a soldier. I mean, I'm not very good, but I'm slowly learning to use that instead of the gunboats. So this was an amazing round. We was all discussing things on Mumble, not using the in-game voice chat. We was using Mumble, which is basically a voice communication thing that is designed for gaming. And I did well. I'm surprised. I learned so much in this match. Like, at the start there, you saw me charge into the mid of, this is Badlands, I believe. I just charged in and, like, instantly died. And this taught me to not be so aggressive, because I'm used to playing Highlander, because I play Highlander every so often on tf2lobby.com. And I've realised that I can't be as aggressive, because this is a 6v6 game, which means that there's less people to back me up. So I can't just run around, charge in, thinking that it's alright, we've got 3 more people than usual, we'll be able to survive this. It doesn't work like that. And 6v6, you've got to be a lot more conscious, I guess, about how quickly you push in and how aggressive you want to be, because if you die, it's a long respawn time. Like those 2 scouts, they won't be respawned for another about 20 seconds. And here we go. I bossed these people away, just scaring everyone away, shooting my rockets at everyone. We have Uber. Our medic was an amazing medic, I'm not gonna lie. He did really well with dealing out the heals and Ubers and stuff, but he was one of those people that didn't want to pop it on himself to save himself, but he'd rather just drop it and die. I mean, pop it, don't drop it, the infamous TF2 saying, where don't drop the Uber, make sure to keep that Uber, and use that on the team. But if you have to save yourself, go for it, because it's better to have a medic that is alive and healing people, rather than just not having an Uber and no heals at all. Because, basically, if you're just going to let yourself die with Uber, it doesn't matter if you're not going to be able to use that Uber effectively. I mean, you can quickly regain it, but we don't want the medics to die, because they're the only healing source, really, for the team, apart from their health packs, which there isn't exactly a lot of on this map, so you've got to be sort of cautious. I think there's about 3 or 2, I'm not too sure, in the houses. And, yeah. This round, actually, I learnt a lot, which I will go over in a sec. Let me just open my energy drink, if I can. Can you hear that ting? Yeah. I learnt a lot in this round. Even before the match started, I learnt a lot. We all had to join the Mumble server to decide what class we'd be playing and set up the teams and stuff. And we came to the conclusion that we needed the 2 soldiers. Obviously in 6v6 there's 1 roamer and 1 pocket. And I didn't know what that meant before doing this. I was like, I joined the Mumble server and everyone was like, right, Smiley, what do you play most as? I was like, soldier. And it was like, no, not, do you play more as medic, or, not medic, pocket, or roamer? I was like, yes, I agree. I had no idea what they was talking about, so I just sort of agreed with it, and then they had to explain it to me, obviously, and I decided to be the pocket, which is basically, the pocket is somebody who protects the medic throughout the entire game, making sure the medic isn't dying, usually takes all the Ubers and overheals, so I'm happy with that. As long as I have a medic with me, I'll be able to protect myself better, and I won't look as bad because I won't be dying as much because I have a medic healing me. And That always gives me an advantage. So I learned that. What else did I learn? I learned about building. Obviously, I knew that you can damage yourself to build uber quicker, but I never knew the technical term for it, and apparently it's building. So you go build with medics in certain areas, such as corners, or just any safe place to build uber quicker. And I learned that. I learned a lot. Honestly, I don't play 6v6 much. This is my first proper 6v6 match. I'll go over my past 6v6 experiences with you in a second, but I didn't know that 6v6 only allowed the default weapons. The only class that can have different weapons or healing devices sort of gives it away the medic. They can interchange between the Kritzkrieg. I think the quick fix is banned, but I'm not too sure about that. Then there's like you can switch to the Crusader's crossbow. The Vitasaw's banned, and I don't know. It's quite weird and difficult to explain. But basically, mainly just the stock weapons that you have to use. And honestly, this game in general really got me back into using the shotgun as soldier. Because obviously, I'm using the defaults. I have to use my shotgun, and I just charged out here, bossed everyone with my shotgun. Hopefully, when my aim gets a bit better, I'll be able to actually kill people with the shotgun a bit better. But this did actually help, because usually I'd get an uber, charge him with the 4 rockets, and then I don't have anything to switch to because I usually use the gunboats. So I'd just be doping round trying to reload whilst this uber's been wasted on me. And honestly, shotgun makes it a lot better. As soon as I run out of rockets, I can just use my shotgun. So everyone was talking about going to this lobby, and I didn't understand what they meant. Then I found out that loads of people were here, so I just assumed this was the lobby, and apparently it was. So we're just sat here building, and probably not the safest area. That soldier tries coming up and killing us and flanking us, but so me and the medic move into here to try build uber quicker, so we can push into the final point. Now, anytime I've seen a CP Badlands gameplay on YouTube, 6v6, whatever, usually the person gets pushed back to the final point and then they lose and they just pretty much get steamrolled for the entire game. It didn't end like that. I was amazed on how well we actually did, because we got pushed back all the way to our first and we still managed to survive. I was like, what? What? I was so glad that we could actually manage to push out from our spawn and get back all the way to their spawn and win. I'm not going to spoil the outcome, but it is an interesting match. I definitely advise you guys to watch it to the end. Quite interesting. Shows how I learn over time how to actually be decent-ish at a 6v6 game, knowing sort of how other people are going to react. And this is just in one game that I've rarely played of 6v6, so any other games that I play in 6v6 are just quite terrible and appalling, and I feel so sorry for everybody who watches me play these games or has to play with me, because I'm not exactly the best TF2 player, and that you've got to be good in 6v6. There's a limited amount of people. Every person in the team needs to be decent, or at least a level skilled field, I guess. So I'll go over the my past 6v6 experiences after this round. It was quite interesting. Let me just take a drink. There we go. Getting them fluids in me again, making sure I'm not dehydrated and instantly dying when trying to speak. I don't know how long this match is. You can probably tell by the time code thing down below, but I think it's about 20 minutes. I actually had to record this audio twice, or re-record it twice. Yesterday I tried doing it. I recorded it. It was awesome. I loved the commentary for that, and then I accidentally deleted it. I seem to do that with so many of my videos. I'm so stupid. And this is prime example of how bad I am at the game. I didn't know whether I should rocket jump up there, because I'm a pocket, so I have to stay with the medic, and he has Uber, so we need to protect him as much as possible. So I didn't know if I should rocket jump up here, cap the point, and then jump back down, or just stay with the medic. So obviously I rocket jump up and the medic gets to me. Perfect compromise. Totally worked. And now I'm a bit low on ammo. You know you're doing well as soldier if you're quickly running out of ammo, because I didn't die much in this game. I was quite impressed with myself. So we charge in here with the Uber, just annihilating everyone. Pull out my shotgun, taking out that soldier, jumping back down here. I don't understand this demo man. He has an unusual. He's supposed to be like MLG, and I managed to kill him. That's how proud I am of killing people with unusuals and like maxes severe heads and but I was pretty much the only one left alive. The scout showed up, the soldier then showed up. I'm counting that as top fragging. 7 points. The medic got 7 points as well. But as you can see, last round everybody was yelling at me when we were spawning, telling me to duck, because the medic is supposed to overheal the demo man and then instantly start healing everyone else, because the overhealed demo man can quickly sticky jump all the way to the point, and I didn't know that. So then everyone was telling me to just duck. Literally, people were screaming about me ducking. I think. I thunk. Yeah, that makes sense. Last round, I believe I was right in between the medic and the demo. No, it's next round. I accidentally pressed the high five button, and I'm right in between the medic and the demo man. So the medic couldn't heal the demo man. He manages to do it somehow. I was quite impressed with that. But that was just quite funny. Everyone's like, ah, no, duck. Everyone was yelling at me. I was like, ah, what do I do? I just wanted a high five. It was quite appalling. So I've been talking about the gameplay here. Quite interesting game. Just continue watching. Awesome game to watch. Awesome game to play as well. But I just want to go over something else now. And this is a prime example of the medic just refusing to pop the Uber. Look, there's no one here. Soldier comes in from nowhere and destroys the medic. He was on 6 health. The medic could have easily right-clicked, popped the Uber, and then managed to sort of push in, I guess. He might have not wanted to waste it, but we could have easily built it back up again very quickly, which that kind of frustrated me. Letting the medic die is not something I want to do, because since I'm the pocket, I have to protect him and keep up with him, so I have to walk back to spawn to make sure that the medic is safe, because the medic can't just walk around roaming anywhere alone, because prime target. So he clings on to me, and now I just want to discuss my past 6v6 experiences. The first one I ever played, my first 6v6 ever, was one on TF2 Lobby. TF2 Lobby is mainly Highlander, but sometimes you'll get the occasional 6v6 game. Awesome website, by the way. Great to get you into competitive TF2. And I joined a 6v6 game, not knowing it was a 6v6 game and not knowing the rules of 6v6, obviously, because it was my first 6v6 game I'd ever played. So we joined. It was me and a couple others from UCN. There we go. Burp of the video. So a couple of others from UCN, we all joined this 6v6 game. It was called Abby's Playground. It was played on CP Granary, and since playing that, I've had a strong despisal. Is despisal a word? I've a strong hatred, I guess, for CP Granary. I haven't enjoyed that map ever since playing that round, because it was just so appallingly bad that we did. We just lost repeatedly. 6v6 is the first of 5, and we lost very quickly. And by very quickly, I mean they steamrolled us. Literally, the 6v6s usually take quite a while, from the ones that I've watched on YouTube at least, and this took no more than 5 minutes. They absolutely dominated us. There was nothing we could do as well. It really did put me off. Let me just reload my HUD there. I don't like the red health, it just irritates me. So that was my first 6v6, and after playing that, you know, stock weapons, I think I was playing Pyro, and I hate the stock Pyro weapons, which just made it worse. So after playing that 6v6, I refused to play 6v6 anymore. It was just really bad and appalling, and I just didn't want to play. From how bad we'd done in that round, it just really did put me off. However, just a few weeks ago, well, not a few weeks, it was about a week or two ago, I played another 6v6 game, accidentally. I didn't realise it was 6v6, and it was a pretty awesome game. I can't remember what map it was on. I have a feeling it was CP Badlands, but I'm not too sure. It was a funny game. Everybody, the entire game was just people yelling at me because of me being just terrible and appalling at the game. The entire match consisted of these soldiers yelling at me just derping around, not knowing what to do, and just everybody getting completely angry at me. And that sort of got me back into 6v6. I know that sounds really stupid, but because I did so bad in that, I found it hilarious. And just a side note here, look at me, my pro flanking. Oh god, he's got rockets, run away! Yeah, revenge. I dominated quite a few people in this game. I was really impressed with myself, because usually I do appallingly, like bottom fragging in any game that I play. I did semi-well in this one, so I'm glad. We had good support, and obviously Newbie Mix, TF2 lobby, you get some people who communicate sometimes, and then TF2 lobby is just quite appalling at communication. But then I joined this Newbie Mix. We was all discussing through Mumble. You sort of had to talk. That was one of the rules. You had to connect to the Mumble server, and you had to have a microphone to play. So it was really interesting to talk with the guys, just like full on battle plans. Just a side note here. As soon as the round started, it was like demos taken 20, soldiers taking 50. I didn't understand what everyone was meaning. I could only assume it was the damage that they'd done to that person, but was it really necessary to report that to everyone? Really? I don't know. It doesn't seem logical to me. It probably is just me being a herpaderp. But I just thought I'd point that out because I found that quite fun. So this round, it was sort of a back and forward round. They managed to push out and get onto that spire. I'm just like, yeah, screw the medic. Let's take on everybody here. Using my shotgun, missing every single shot. Rocket jumping away. Falling back to mid. Awesome place to just stand by. It's a fun point to defend, really, because there's so many places that the enemy can come from, sort of. Like, there's the door, then they can go under the valley, and then they can come around here. It's just a lot of area to try cover and try defend, and I enjoyed defending this point. But I'm pretty sure we do push back. So going back onto the subject of 6v6s, it was quite fun playing the match where everybody hated me, doing appallingly. Everyone was like, this isn't a pub game, you have to do well. And honestly, I don't try do well on 6v6 or TF2 lobby in general. I don't try do well in TF2 lobby, mainly because it's not really serious. If I was in a proper Highlander or 6v6 team, I'd definitely try. And look at this, the medic was so boss in this. He was just casually walking around with 99% Uber, just doing nothing. Just like, yeah, look at me, got my 99% Uber, who cares if I die? Just gonna stroll up this spire like a boss. I found that hilarious, just to watch, really. So that was basically the two 6v6 games that I'd played. Then I came into this. I was just about to render a video, and I was like, right, just I literally pressed file and render as, and just as I was, I typed out the name and everything, and just as I was about to hit render, the Newbie Mix group popped up with an event starting, and it said that there was a mix going on. So I was like, sure, I can, I'll do this. Who cares about rendering the video? And I did. And it was extremely fun, and I'm glad I did. Because if I did render that video, I'd have one video. This, 2 videos, awesome. I just pump it out daily videos for all of you guys now. I enjoy doing daily videos. It gives me something to do. I love making videos in general. Making them daily just makes it better. I'm tempted to do 2 videos daily, but I don't know how long that would last. Because I need a lot of content to post 2 videos daily. Most TF2 commentators do 1 every week or so, like Star, Shibby, they do like 1 or 2 a week. I'm doing them daily. Takes a lot of effort because I've got to record them, render them, edit them, all that stuff. And even though I don't edit my videos much, I have to make sure everything's in sync, working good. Speaking of in sync, people, you have probably heard, like when I shoot a rocket, the rocket just going and then hearing the sound delayed like 4 seconds later. I have finally fixed that, hopefully. This is really the main test because it really does occur in longer videos. Hopefully, hopefully burp. Hopefully this video will, it's my main test, a long video to sort of show people that it's working, making sure that everything's working fine. My first real test, obviously, and then hopefully, if this does work, then all my other videos will be like this, perfectly fine, no out of syncness. I used to use Audacity actually to record my voice, my audio, and then perhaps to record the in-game audio, and that used to not have a problem, and then it started having the problem, and now I just use the built-in Fraps microphone recorder. And here I am, the medic running away. I have to protect the medic, so I don't know if I should chase him, or just stay on the point, or I didn't know what to do. I was down there trying to protect. It was, yeah, it was quite appalling. So I run around here, just seeing who's here. Look, I don't even know what happened. I think he was trying to like fake me out, but I do take down the soldier, which is nice, getting that soldier down. If you don't know about 6v6 class limits, I think there's like a limit of 1 medic and 1 heavy, and then the class limit 2 for everything else. So there was like 2 soldiers, 2 scouts, a demo man, and a heavy, a medic even, in our team at least. And then I believe they switched between them every so often, so like sometimes they'd have a heavy, sometimes they wouldn't. Yeah, it was quite fun. And this demo man doing an awesome like suicidal job on defending the point there. 8 health, run away friend! Grab that health. I'd just run back into spawn. Oh, he does, okay. He can take another drink. Ah, there we go. As you can see, they pushed us back quite far here. I was sure it was our inevitable death and we was going to lose this round. But we managed to push out back to Spire. And then it only goes better from there. Taking out that scout there, I love that. But when people get really close up to my face, I can't use my shotgun or even my melee weapon. I just can't hit them. So I just decide to shoot rockets at my feet and hope that I kill them with splash damage. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's an interesting tactic. Try it. It's actually quite fun actually. Just like sometimes you'll rocket jump and kill people accidentally with the rockets. Like if someone's coming up to you and you rocket jump away, it's going to hit them with splash damage, and that can sometimes kill them. And it's sort of like that, just shooting rockets at your feet to defend yourself. It's probably the most stupid idea ever, but it works for me sometimes. They pop Uber for like 1 person. I had no idea what to do, so I just ran away, just not knowing what to do at all. I was like, oh, flank him. Yeah, miss all the rockets. Their medic does go down though, which is always useful, so that they cannot get heals. Makes it more difficult for them to push in, and that is always nice. There's nothing too much I really want to talk about now. I've gone over my 6v6 experiences, talked about the things I learnt in this. Really guys, if you want to get into competitive TF2, do it. I mean, I'm quite new to competitive TF2 at the moment. I'd love to get better at competitive TF2 and do it more frequently, but obviously I'm not very good at the game, which does sort of hold me back. But put together a 6v6 team or a Highlander team and just start playing. Even if you're a low tier team that isn't exactly good at the game and you might lose quite a few times, just try it out. It can be extremely fun and sometimes you can win. And that's what everybody wants to do. They want to play 6v6 to win. Basically, any time I play 6v6, it goes into this moment that you have to win. When we started this, we got pushed back to first, and we had last really. We had nothing to do. I thought this is just going to be like any CP Badlands game I've ever watched. They get pushed back to last, and you can't do anything about it. And it wasn't like that. We pushed out, and ever since then I was shaking throughout pretty much this entire game. Getting a nice air shot on that pyro, that counts as an air shot to me. We just dominated this entire game. I was so... when you play games, or like once in never, it takes a while. Look, this is the high five thing which I was talking about, right in between the medic and the demo. So there's games that you'll play sometimes that you just have to win. There's this sort of determination that you have to win. Even if it's just on a Valve server or just any random server, you feel like you have to win. And that's what it felt like in this. I felt like I must win. I can win. Our team is doing well. We have to win this. Winning the first round, shaking since then. And look at this. I'd learnt to get overly aggressive, but I learnt to do well being aggressive. Right at the start of this video, you saw me run out there and instantly die. I just ran straight out there and managed to survive, killing their demo man, and I think it was their demo man, just killing anybody who comes near the point, and I sort of set the push straight towards mid. Then we've almost got Uber, we can use that on the Spire, and no, we don't even need to use that on the Spire. Scouts going up to Spire, we have Uber, we can instantly push straight into last. We was doing well. I enjoyed this game. Probably the only 6v6 game I've ever enjoyed. If you have a 6v6 team, hit me up, I'll play in your team. No, I'd love to get into a competitive I'd like to get into the competitive scene on TF2. I'd love to get play competitively. I'd love to be in a 6v6 team, but I'm not exactly good, so I don't think anybody would want me on their team. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't want me on my team. I know that sounds stupid, but I'm not good, especially in 6v6. This game I actually did quite well. I was really impressed. There's some time. Here it is. I got AFK to go get my dinner. I have a fairly large house. I literally sprinted across because this is the final round. We are so close to winning. We've steamrolled them. Well, pretty much. We've won every single round since then. This is the final round. 6v6, first to 5. We've won 4. I want to see if we can do it. I want to run back here, be as useful as I can, make sure that I can be as decent as I can in this last round. So I literally sprinted. Didn't even eat my dinner. I sprinted and just kept it there, making sure that I can eat it after I finished this TF2 competitive thing. Because you know I'm a professional competitive TF2 player when I go AFK in the middle of a competitive game. So I'm back here just trying to do those pro rollouts. Have I said that I get self-conscious? I get self-conscious when like you see people on CB Badlands just boss rocket jumping or sticky jumping straight to mid in like 20 seconds, and I just walk there because I can't rocket jump very well. And look at this, just derping around, almost dead already, but we almost have Uber. We can use that to push out again, and then we can push them back to last and then dominate them. I enjoyed this game. You know, there's times in TF2 where you'll be like, do I have to play? I don't want to play, this is boring. I enjoyed this. This was amazing. Probably the most fun game I've ever played. And it was a newbie mix, which made it even better, because it's 6v6, which I'm quite a noob at. It's the newbie mix, so it's people who are new at the game. Well, some are new to the game, some are more smarter and better at it, and actually play proper competitive TF2. But it was just a mix of people that are really sort of new to competitive TF2, not the best. And that really did help me, because we're all on sort of like a level playing field. I mean, I recently hit 600 hours on TF2, so I'm not new to the game. Well, to some that's not much, but you know, I'm not really new. I've been playing for about 6 months now. But I mean, I'm new to competitive TF2, and that's what it goes on. If you're new to competitive TF2, then you've got to put yourself down as new, and everybody else is really new to competitive TF2. If you are in Europe, if I remember, I'll try put the link to the Newbie Mix group in the description bar. Go ahead, check that out, join the group. Whenever there's an event mix going up, just be sure to join it. It's really fun, awesome to play, and I really do recommend you all do it. So we are coming up to the end of the video here, I believe. We're just rushing in. They've got no medic. We have 100% Uber. We can do this. I was like, yeah, pop it, let's go. So, my name's been Hayden from the Magical Killer Car YouTube channel. If you guys like to, if you want to see more of them, be sure to click the subscribe button above to be notified when I post them, and I'll see you all in